Hey guys, Big John here in Anchorage, Alaska. I got to stop off to the post office box and see if I got any mail. So far, we haven't gotten any mail. And I'm hoping that people start sending something, even if it's postcards or something simple like that. But now we're going to get in here, see what I have, see if I got any junk mail. This will be a real quick trip in here. They don't have nothing, no big deal. We're just going to head on out. Go take a ride around Anchorage today and show you guys around because it's a pretty nice, beautiful, sunny day. And empty mailbox once again. That's okay. We'll just get going. But yeah, if you could click on the description section of my channel, my post office box is there. So if anybody does want to send me a postcard, I would love to start a collection of postcards, by the way. Not asking for anything special, but all right, we're gonna head on over, get on in the Jeep and go take a ride around town. Get you guys in here and get set up. Gotta love these old Jeeps. How the seatbelt just kind of does this crap if you don't turn around and look. I've even come outside and my door was wide open at times because the seatbelt gets caught up here in the mechanism. I did spend yesterday, I had to drill a hole in the seat bracket here so the seat wouldn't fly forward when I hit the brakes. But yeah, no mail today. Nobody sent me any postcards. That's just fine. Let me get that front camera lens cleaned off because we're going to be using it here in just a minute. And I'll clean this one off too. There we go. Okay. This set up in the holder. And of course. All right. There we go. That should work, I hope. Let's see. How's that going to work? Hey, hello there, Donna. Appreciate you jumping in. As always. Yeah, I'm out. I'm on the move. We're just going to be taking a ride around the area today because I just had to get out of the house. I couldn't just sit there at home. This time of year is incredibly slow for me because we're just waiting for all the snow to melt and work to start up. And who else we got on there? Plague Shotgun says, hi. Hey, I'm Big John from Anchorage, Alaska. I talk primarily about carnivore, health-related topics, weight loss topics. And today we're just going to get out of the house. We're going to show people around. I think we're going to go head downtown and check out what's going on downtown, if anything. But again, I was just tired of sitting around the house because when I sit around the house, all I really think about is food. So if I'm trying to lose weight and be more active, I have to get out, even if it's just going for a drive. And this just kind of helps me mentally, prepare for the following months ahead, where everything is going to get extremely busy. Because that's when all the gravel starts moving, that's when all the contracts start picking up. That poor homeless guy over here trying to figure out how he's going to move all his stuff, I swear. Never a dull moment. Get you guys flipped around so you can see the forward view here. Tired of seeing my face. You guys see my face enough, I'm sure. So there we go. More people wandering around with their kids. I'm kind of hoping the image quality stays pretty solid and also the audio quality, because whenever I'm moving around town, especially during the busy times of day, I tend to get some crappy image quality. But it is what it is. We're gonna go further down we go. I might get some better stuff to see, but you can see outside. It's just beautiful outside. I woke up this morning. Let's see, about 7 o'clock this morning. It was about 41 degrees here. We still got some snowbanks out here. But yesterday was a pretty big day for me, and I'm going to be providing some of that information in this weekend's update video on some of the amazing events that have happened within this week since last weekend too. And you know what? Yeah, we'll skip that road. I mean, we could take you through the airfield, but it'd be kind of hard to check out the airfield with such a small angle. I am not far from downtown. Approximately, if I were to walk it, it'd be about a mile. It would take me a while to get downtown from over there. But yeah, I'm just kind of happy that I got out yesterday on my mountain bike for the first time. And I think it's over 2 to 3 years. I can't remember when I bought that mountain bike, but I was just so tickled pink to actually get on it and ride it. Because when I first bought it, I only rode it a little bit because it was, the seat on it was horribly uncomfortable, so I went and bought another seat. And then I think my weight at that time was about 235 to 245, and I was real heavy. But I mean, at that point even, but you know, I've lost a lot of weight since then. But I got on it and I rode yesterday for about 3 miles or so, and I rode it for quite a bit before I even started recording the trip, and it was a lot of fun. I felt pretty safe on it. Now, when I first started riding it a few years back when I got it, I had a hard time riding it. My legs weren't feeling right. I had a lot of swelling in my feet, a lot of edema, stuff like that going on. And let's see if we can get moving here, hopefully, so I don't bore you guys to death. Let's see, what's cat face? Not a lot. We're just driving around Anchorage, Alaska. We're going to be heading downtown here, seeing what's going on down there, see what everything looks like. I mean, just because I live here doesn't mean I go outside every day. I spend a lot of the time in the house. I do a lot of my filming in my kitchen, so just getting out doing this little adventure is a fun trip for me. And it doesn't require a lot of funding to do stuff like this. I can do it pretty inexpensively, not have to worry about the end result at the end of the day. I'm not spending a bunch of money here. Got the fast food places off to my left-hand side. That's what they call Merrill Field, and that's a small airport for little tiny aircraft that come in and out of Anchorage, and they fly in from all over the place to right here. And there's another little airport out there by our international airport where they fly in small planes over there too. And the tourist business is going to start kicking off here within the next month. By the end of next month, everything should be really busy. I talked to a friend down in Juneau. I believe his YouTube channel name is Alaska Insights. He does some stuff out here on YouTube as well, and he said they got a couple ships coming in today, and then after that it's just going to be more and more like Carnival cruise type ships coming in and out of Alaska all summer long. That's down in Juneau. I have never yet been able to get down to Juneau and take a look-see around, see what's going on down there. But here in Alaska, that's where all our politicians like to hide out down there, far away, and we can't touch them. So they can kind of make the rules as they want to down there. The place over on the right used to be a strip club. It turned into a church in the last couple of years. There's a lot of people in town that kind of appreciate that, because when you're driving in the main drag here, coming into Anchorage, is, I don't know, having a strip club right there was kind of an eyesore. I mean, if you want to have a strip club, do it somewhere else, not on the main drag. And Anchorage welcomes you. And right down behind the Anchorage welcomes you sign is, ironically, that's where the prison is. I mean, right off to my right-hand side, beyond that fence there. So that's where we keep a lot of the prisoners there. We have a couple other places in town we keep prisoners. API, that's for people that are having like psychotic breakdown, that type of issues. That's over by Providence Hospital. It's really not very big, which is kind of surprising, because we have a lot of mental health issues in Alaska. You know, especially from the long winters, the drugs, the alcoholism, stuff like that. Oh yeah. Oh, I see the clouds are poofing over there behind the buildings up on the right-hand side there. I don't know if you can see them well. They're starting to billow up a little bit over there, so we might get some rain today. I don't know. But if you follow this road straight, like all the way straight through town, it drops off a hill. And that's where it drops off the hill is where back in 64 or 65 when you had the big earthquake. Like all of that ground on that side over there just sunk down. And we can go straight and drop off that hill. And I can show you down around that area too here in just a minute. That's about another mile or 3/4 of a mile down the road here. But yeah, we're just coming into downtown area. We got a lot of just random stores on the right and left hand side. I found out not too long ago that there's this parking garage that's going to be coming up here on the right hand side. On the very top of this parking garage, they have a basketball court. The only reason I found out about it was because the news talked about a shooting up there. Yeah, I guess there was a discrepancy up on this parking garage. We're coming up on it right now. But apparently there's a basketball court up there, and there's a fenced-in area on the very top side of that parking garage, and that's where the basketball hoops are and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's beautiful. I can't wait till the green starts popping out. We need a couple, spring showers to really get everything going up here. But it won't be too much longer. We're gonna have a lot of green all over everything. Not sure which lane I want. I think I might want to be in the middle lane to go straight. If not, there's other ways of getting there. I got plenty of room here to move over. Alright. Now these tour buses, like the one you see on the right, here in the summer, this whole lane over there on the right is going to be full of those tour buses. Then we're going to have tourists getting on and off the bus, going over here to the 5th Avenue Mall, walking over to 4th Avenue, and that's where a lot of the touristy type shops are. You know, on the right over here, we have some nice restaurants that people go to. And I think the next big building up here on the right, I think that's the Hilton. That's where a lot of people stay when they, no, that's not the Hilton, that's something else. Can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. I don't stay in any of these hotels, so I don't know the name of them. If I can catch a name when I'm driving by, I'll give it to you. Yeah, I don't know. They apparently don't want to advertise who they are on this side of the street. That's okay. So we're going to go straight, and we're going to fly right off into the ocean, because this road just goes straight and drops down. Of course, I was in the wrong lane. But yeah, back when we had the big, huge earthquake, all of this property here just went straight down. A lot of the homes went out and they sunk out in the mud out here in the ocean. This is kind of one of my favorite places to hang out. Right down here, we have wow, they just redid this park over here. That's totally different. I don't even know when they did that. That's pretty cool. But there's some historic buildings down here. There's a lot of the newer homes, like over here on the left-hand side. Now, a lot of these new homes, they tend to be, get you out of the cradle there. So a lot of these newer homes, they tend to be square. I don't know why everybody's got to build these square type houses, but whatever. But it's kind of cool down here. These people over here obviously don't know where the heck they're going, but that's okay. Oh, I'll get you guys back in here. All right. Gotta pull over for just a second. Check the comment thread there. I don't eat Taco Bell anymore. Taco Bell is completely off my radar. I won't even eat the meat at Taco Bell. It's just, yeah, nothing there works for me. Are you going to Burger King? Nope. Definitely not. Your car has a shake. It has a lot of shakes. Anchorage roads are very bumpy. Northern Stitcher, you are now in the neighborhood that my parents had their first home in 1945. Holy cow, I wonder if that home is still standing there, Northern Stitcher. So your folks lived over here, you know, when the earthquake happened? That's terrifying. I wouldn't live here right now. I mean, I don't care how much money I have. This is not a safe place to live. I'm surprised they didn't sustain more damage in the most recent earthquake we had. That was terrifying, by the way. I was living in a trailer home on the south side of town, And the trailer home was built on a peat bog, so everything had a lot more motion than I cared to imagine. So it was like over dramatized. But even the aftershocks that came, you know, a month or two after the major earthquake, it was still pretty darn dramatic. But yeah, this is what it looks like down here now. And you're like the average Joe, you know, like me, I can't afford one of these places. Even in the apartment buildings, they're too expensive. This is one of the newer structures straight ahead, and it's really interesting how they use metal and everything like that. They do have some garages you can pull into. But yeah, a place like that would probably cost you about $1 million, like if it's a condo. Wow, this is fun. All right, what did I do with I lost my vape in between the seats. These people in front of me, they're out here sightseeing. They're hanging out. I am in no hurry. We're just down here along the coastline now, and if there was another earthquake, this would not be the place you would want to be. I don't know if she wants me to go around or what. You can pull over and I can go around you and we can get on. That would be nice. Thank you. But now it's fun to come down here just to check out the scenery at times. I come down here a lot. Me and my family come down to this park down here. You got to come down a couple roads, and then it's a nice park. You can walk around this lake. I filmed one of my first weight loss videos down here at the park. I was walking around. We were just having fun, enjoying the day. That was almost a year ago. I mean, we're coming up on my 1-year anniversary for my weight loss journey. That's pretty amazing. So I think I'm on week 50 right now. And I'm mainly just eating like meats and fats. We're gonna go this way. This is gonna take us down. Now these are some of the nicer neighborhoods here in Anchorage. I've done several videos on, wow, they tore that house down. Must have suffered some earthquake damage. That house is trash now. But I've done several neighborhood videos, you know, where we're just driving around having fun, you know, just checking out the area, looking at some of the older trailer parks. And this is one of the more uppity type adventure. I don't, was that a tree house? What in the world? Holy smokes, they're like building an entire house, tree house. What in the world? That's fancier than my trailer home. Holy cow, it probably cost more to build too. I think I paid about, I didn't pay much for my trailer home. I think cockapoo, I can't remember now how much I paid, about $18,000 for my trailer home, and I paid cash for it. But I think that little tree house back there cost more than my trailer home. Holy smokes. Got people out here cleaning the leaves out of their yard and hoping that the passing by traffic just blows it away. But straight ahead, this is the park I was talking about, where I filmed my very first weight loss video. There's a nice little playground over there on the right hand side. And in the summertime, right now it's all white, it's covered in ice. But in the summertime, it's absolutely a gorgeous place to hang out and just casually walk. It's super safe down here. There's the homeless problem is not down here. But this is all a lake in front of us. I can see they got some school buses down here, so they're probably doing like a field trip. But as you can see, the roads are nice and wide. They're wide open. In the summertime, we can park along the side of the street here. It's got a great view of the mountains. Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. Okay, we're gonna figure out which one of these streets takes us back up the hill towards the downtown area. Let's see. Let me check on the, pull over here for just a second, check on the comments, see what's going on there. See some people talking. Yeah, we haven't had an earthquake in a while. Let's see. So, okay. Northern Stitcher says the earthquake lifted the roof off the home, and then they had moved to Windmere in Sumner in 1964. Yeah, I couldn't imagine trying to live here when that earthquake happened. It tore up a lot of buildings and stuff. And thankfully my grandma's house, it was fine. They pretty much just they're two young native ladies. So when that happened, everything got crazy outside, and they kind of just closed the blinds and sat back and waited. How much did you weigh before your carnivore steak, and how much do you weigh right now? Right now I weigh approximately 305 pounds to 315. I haven't gotten on the scale in a little while, but yeah, I'm right in there. Before I started losing weight, I was about 435 pounds. Let's see, they need a gated community to keep out the riffraff. I might be considered the riffraff in some cases. But that's okay. We're gonna scoot on down the road here. Check out some more stuff. Now there's a lot of roads here that I've never been down before, to the right and to the left. So we're gonna play where does this road go? That's fun. If I have been up here, it was like really quick. I never looked around, never paid attention to much of anything. And if you're just chiming in here, I'm Big John. We're just driving around Anchorage, Alaska. I'm showing people what it looks like here in April. And then we're gonna be probably heading back on up into the downtown area. I'll take you guys down 4th Avenue for a little bit, into some other hopefully interesting places, because there's a lot of stuff to do here. And there's a lot of stuff I've never done, even though I live here. And it's just amazing how much we don't do, even though we live here. Because you kind of, when I was in the lower 48, I used to admire people that lived in certain parts of the country and be like, wow, you get to wake up to that every single day, and it's amazing, and you can do this and do that. And then you get there and you talk to the locals, no different than if you were to come here and talk to me. And you'd be like, oh, hey, have you done this? And I'd be like, no. Have you done that? Nope. I haven't done any of that. I mean, I've had some adventures, but not nearly enough. And that's the whole point of me losing weight, so I can get out and have more adventures. I can take you guys on trips. We can do things. We can go places. I can show you some of the beautiful awesomeness Alaska can provide. Right now, I'm currently kind of waiting on the bike paths to start thawing out, because a lot of the bike paths are in shaded areas. I did try to go around yesterday and scope out some bike paths, and they were all covered in snow. Alright. Let's see. Whee! Oh, I'm all twisted around, facing in the wrong direction. We're coming out to the park strip right now. And the park strip is just literally that. It's just a big, long strip that goes, so the end of it's off to my left, and then it just goes all the way down, straight ahead. It's just a big, long strip of parks, like right in the middle of the road. They have a lot of events here in the middle. They sometimes have concerts. Last summer, I believe they were setting up a big screen and kind of having like a camping style, like a drive-in type movie theater situation where people could just sit down and watch the movies. And we got a lot of traffic coming on from the left-hand side, so it'll be a little bit before I can get moving again. I want to go straight, and this person in front of me wants to turn, so that's going to make it more fun. Let's see. Kenny, 125 to 215 pounds lost. Congrats, man. Yeah, I've lost quite a bit of weight, but I'm at that point now where I'm able to get out and move more. So I'm losing weight, I'm gaining muscle mass because I'm actually being physically active. I mean, it's just crazy how it all works. And then I have to, think about the difference between the way I look when I've been fasted, and then, the fact that if I eat some food, I'm gonna gain a little bit more weight back. And then if I do more exercise, I'm gonna gain some weight from doing exercise, and maybe have a little bit of water retention as a result. I'm gonna turn left and head back on into the city. Technically, we're still in Anchorage, we're still in the city. But yeah, we took that little shortcut through the suburbs. We got the Nana building off here to the left. That's a big native corporation here in Alaska. They have they employ a lot of people. They take care of a lot of people. For the majority, these big, huge native groups, they take care of a lot of people, a lot of financial situations. And they got some random businesses here. Now we're going to take you guys straight across 5th Avenue, which is the road we came down to go around that other neighborhood. And we're going to probably turn right on the 4th Avenue. I can show you guys down 4th Avenue a little bit, and we'll figure out where we're going to go from there. It's actually quite amazing how beautiful this place is, but it's kind of like Las Vegas. If you've ever been to Las Vegas and you've driven the strip on Las Vegas and then you decided you were going to get off of the Vegas strip and maybe do a couple block U-turn, yeah, it can get weird. You know, even here in downtown Anchorage, it gets really weird when you do stuff like that at times. Okay, this is 4th Avenue. This is where the Iditarod start happens. They run the sled dogs down the road here, and then they take off and they head up to Nome for the big Iditarod race. And I can see the trolley is already out. So that's something else tourists can do here when they get to Alaska, is they can hop on this little trolley up here. It's a red looking thing. It's basically a school bus. It's, you know, has an outer shell that looks like a trolley. People pay a few dollars and they take you around town. Basically do the same thing we're doing here, and this doesn't cost you a thing to sit at home and watch. You know, we just literally drive around and show people stuff, and hopefully you can enjoy a little bit of it. Now these are some of the touristy shops over here on the right and the left. This is like where they drop off a lot of the people off the tour buses I showed you earlier. They come walking around through the building, and they come over here to this street, and on the right and left hand side there's a ton of touristy type shops, fur sales. Let's see, Kiss a Moose, I don't know what that is. Looks like they sell a bunch of touristy type artwork. And we always have these hot dog vendors on the side of the road. The further down here we get, it's still some touristy type shops down here, but this is where there's like a bar, and quite often these inebriates like to hang out down on this end of the road. So the Panhandlers Bar, yeah, I wouldn't exactly recommend people to go in that bar. We're gonna stop here. This light's gonna turn colors on me. And I believe Mayor Begich bought this building over here on the left when the pandemic was going on. I think that was the guy when he was mayor. He kind of monopolized on a lot of the downtown area buildings, you know, whatever was in need of purchasing, and he got some pretty good inside deals. And this building over here on the left is one of them, I think. He's doing a total remodel. He's making it fancy, so when tourists come, they have a, you know, kind of centralized, fancier place to stay, and they can make some money off of it. It's kind of how Alaska politicians work up here. They monopolize on stuff like the pandemic. I think this parking garage over here was the one that had the basketball court on top. Now here in Anchorage, we have a lot of murals. Me and the wife went around a while back, and I took pictures of her standing in front of all the murals because I was afraid that in time they were just going to disappear. And some of them have, so it was kind of nice to get out, you know, take pictures of the murals, you know, before they disappear. So if you got murals in your town, definitely get out, get some photos, take some pictures. Now the further down we get a lot more homeless. We also have like a, you know, halfway house down this way. There, off to one of these side streets, there's like a little place that people can stay if they're like backpacking through here. You can stay a couple nights. But right now I think it's pretty well filled up. I don't even know if there's any vacancies in there anymore. There's just so many people that are homeless, and they just tend to stay at places like that, catch a shower, you know, maybe get a good night's sleep with a bed. And we're going to get a red light here, but we get a pretty view of the mountains from here. I mean, that's nice. Oh, yeah, I'm happy to get out with you guys today. I didn't want to be at home and just, because all I was going to do at the house was just sit there and cook some bacon. I did get some meat out of the freezer, some steak, so that's going to be thawing out. I'll probably be making that up tomorrow or maybe the day after, depending on how long it takes to thaw out. But so tonight I'll probably be eating some 80-20 burger patties for dinner tonight. Then I'll be getting on into this weekend's, you know, health update as far as, you know, where I'm at, what's going on. Going to be talking about my most recent doctor visit, stuff that happened there. They did do some blood work. I only got a little bit of that information back, so I'm not sure exactly what's going to be available for me to talk about on my blood work. We're going to turn left up here and show you guys just the wonderfulness of this area. Like I said, it gets weird. So you can take these turns and then all of a sudden you're in Shantyville. And this is kind of the out of sight, out of mind corner of Anchorage. You know, they don't want the tourists to come down here to see this stuff, to see the trash all over the place. And it will get cleaned up a little bit. You know, before everything, they'll clean it up once, and then it'll get trashed again. And then they'll clean it up again. Then they're going to have to figure out where they're going to put the majority of the homeless that are camping out in a lot of these parking lots. Because it pretty much took over a majority of parking lots here in Anchorage. You know, they're going to have to be moved out for the summertime. And then they'll, like over here on the right-hand side, this was a huge homeless camp over here. That's where they put them all to hide them from the tourists when they came up here to visit, even though they're allowed to mingle and roam around. But they wanted them located somewhat out of sight, out of mind. You know, just to give that appearance, you know, that Anchorage is just the most beautiful place and you should come back and visit and spend all your money. And it is a beautiful place. We do have homeless like anywhere else. I mean, I know people that still go to Las Vegas. There's a huge homeless population down in Vegas. I'm going to turn down this road here. But yeah, if you should ever come up to Anchorage, definitely rent a car. You know, take these little drives around. There's really no place in this town that's super dangerous like that I would just like be, oh my gosh, I'm not going to go there. You know, things do get different at nighttime, but that's pretty much anywhere else in the world. You know, things get different at nighttime. Now we're looking down the hill. The Alaska Railroad is straight in front of us. So if you come in on the railway, we'll be passing that building up here. It's going to be on the right-hand side. That is a very steep hill. I used to like taking big trucks up that hill in the winter just to see if I could make it. Man, that's sunshine. Yes. We need more of it this year. Last year I was so horribly depressed when I was doing my weight loss videos, especially when my wife was out of town. That was when I was kind of getting started on my, you know, weight loss journey. But it just seemed like it was raining, cloudy, and gray. We didn't have any of this beautiful sunshine. And every time I had a chance, you know, I had a day off to get out and do some filming, it was raining on me. And I was like, so, like, yeah, 90% of my videos were done from the inside of my kitchen. It's so depressing. And I'm so glad I'm able to get out and have more fun now. Holy smokes, that is crazy. So on the right-hand side, this is the Alaska Railroad Terminal. And if you were to, you know, come here on an airplane and want to take a trip, this is where you would end up here at this terminal right here. Wow, there's like homeless people everywhere. My goodness. What the? They're camped out up on this hill. They're everywhere right here. I had no idea they were all living down here like this. That's nuts. Huh. They got pallets, they got tents. That's crazy. Right across the street from where the Alaska Railroad is. Huh. I mean, I don't know where people expect them to go. There's so many of them right now. The drug problem is just absolutely insane. They look like they're comfortable right there. Holy smokes. Huh. Nice little shaded area. Some of them have. They got a lot of stuff. Wow. They're camped out all the way up this hill. Huh. Things you see when you drive around Anchorage with the big man. Ha, ha. Oh my. Okay. We're gonna scoot on out of this parking lot and head up the hill. Got some more interesting stuff. I mean, it's really not that far away. I mean, a lot of this stuff you can just walk to. You know, if you come here on a tour bus, or you come up on a cruise ship, or you fly in from the airport. Oh wow. They got even more people. Oh. Yeah. The darker side of things. Not sure if that guy was going to the bathroom or not. But yeah, when this first happened over here on the left-hand side, people were camping out there. I thought for sure that it was just, you know, like gypsy type people that were coming to Alaska, and they were just setting up their tents and waiting to get on the Alaska Railroad to go up north. And boy, was I wrong. That's crazy. Unbelievable. And I'd love to be able to help out the homeless more. I really did want to start you know, some sort of drive or funding or something for them to hopefully help them out a little bit. Maybe get a few of them off the streets. But yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I can do, you know, to help people like that. But I do have them on my mind. We're gonna go down here because I don't know where this road goes. It says there's a park sign down here, so who knows? Huh. If you guys are just tuning in here, this is Big John. We're just cruising around Anchorage. Only got 3 people in the stream. That's okay. I didn't expect a whole lot of traffic on this stream here. Let's see, where do I want to go? I don't want to go down that way. I'll come up here. But yeah, we're just touring around Anchorage and seeing what the heck's up. Then I'm going to be heading home and making some food. Well, hey, there's some broken office chairs. Whoa. Alright, we're going to pull in here for a second, take a look out over the inlet. So straight ahead, this is the inlet here at Anchorage. This is where all our goods come in on the boats. But I wanted to get over here and just check out what's going on in here, especially for use that homebound, blah, blah, blah. How far does a $100 bill go in Alaska? Mad Monk. Not very far. I mean, so if you were to fill a tank of gas, you know, there goes half of it, and buy a little bit of groceries, your $100 is gone. Keto bacon meatloaf recipe is a good one. Ooh, that sounds really good there. Southwest. Kenny, 125. Yeah, not a whole lot of comments going on in here today. That's to be expected. I mean, this is really off topic from things that I normally do. But all right, so I'm gonna head back on up the hill, and I'm probably gonna reconsider my life after that because I'm just out here having fun, guys. Let's go. Alright, this will take us back up the hill. Like I said, all these streets here are safe to walk around. There's really not a whole lot of problems you're going to get into. You have to keep in mind that we have a lot of wild animals here in Alaska, and bears have been seen just about everywhere in town. So you just got to be careful no matter where you're wandering. You can bump into bear, you can bump into moose, just about anywhere, at any time. Yay, peoples. Okay. Who we got saying hello in here? I see somebody saying hello. Hello, man. I'm Big John from Anchorage. Yeah, we're just cruising around, checking out what Anchorage looks like right now, because I haven't been out of the house much. And this is something I like to do right before the work season starts, and then everything's going to get incredibly busy for me. Kyson Parks said that. Hello. Yeah, we'll probably cruise back on up 5th and head back to where the normal people live. Now, there are some apartment buildings here in downtown area that I had to deliver some medical supplies to, and it's a pain in the butt trying to deliver anything to these apartment buildings, so because parking is limited. I don't know how DoorDashers and pizza delivery men and stuff like that can do it. I don't know what this guy's doing over here. He's smoking some funny stuff. Gonna go ahead and turn right. I think I can. Is this a one-way street? Nope. Okay. Gonna head back up to 4th Avenue. Go back the other way through downtown. I am starting to get hungry, so cooking up some meat when I get home, that sounds like a good idea. I don't know if I want to cook my burgers now or cook them later. I'll probably cook them up later. Have them for dinner time. It's hard when you got small kids and they all want burgers too, because then you go through all your burger meat really, really fast. And when that's your only food source, like that's what I eat primarily, is burgers and steak and bacon and eggs. And all of a sudden everybody else wants to eat the same stuff, and it's like, well, you got to buy double now. Okay, green light. And we got pedestrians. It's in the 80s here. Where's here? It's not in the 80s here yet. I can still ride around, my windows up and the sun's out, so it's not that warm yet. I mean, I've already guessed it might be about 50 degrees right now. I'm driving an old 2000 Jeep Wrangler, so I don't have a little temperature thing in here to tell me what it is outside. Usually some of these little signs can tell me what the temperature is, but I don't see any in this part of town. Boy, I hate to have that guy's job. Park a big truck right there and deliver right there. That sucks. That would suck. There's a whole bunch of homeless people in that park off to the left. I really wonder what they're going to do with them all this summer. Where they're going to put them. They put a lot of them in that one encampment I drove by earlier. And then the rest of them they put out closer to Muldoon in this camp, and it was an absolute mess. And that was about the time when my kid, his bicycle got stolen. I never did find it. We looked all over the place for that kid's bike. I mean, all over the city, went through all the homeless camps, and I mean, I was right up in there just checking out everybody's stuff for a while, trying to find his bike, and it just got to the point where it was a lost cause. Because when they steal the bicycles around here, they immediately, like, they run to auto parts supply place like Riley's Auto Parts, Napa, AutoZone, and they go in there and they steal a can of spray paint and they just spray paint the entire bicycle, so everything is covered in black or whatever color they choose. So you never know. You never know what your bike's gonna look like in 20 minutes. And then after a few parts wear out on the bicycle, they just start stripping it down for parts. Shops here too. I mean, ever since they legalized marijuana up here, they just started opening up everywhere. Where do we go from here? That could have been my kid's old bike too. I mean, you just can't tell anymore because they do so much to them. But that was a while ago, so that bicycle's probably long gone. Jumped up for parts. When you leave a bicycle outside in the wintertime in Alaska, the tires freeze and then they lose all their air real quick. And quite often we have to replace tires. Replace the tubes and stuff like that every so often because they just get rotten from the severe cold we get during the winter time. I just aired up my bike tires yesterday. That way I can get out and ride a little bit more. Yeah, we're just waiting on work to start up so we can actually make some real money and buy some more food. Get our meat supply stocked up, get the fishing season underway. Now, I think the first king salmon's due to run up Ship Creek here anytime this month. I think my wife said last year it was around the 24th of next month. 24th of May, I think was when the first king salmon came up. I've never caught a king salmon. I would love to. The majority of salmon I caught were either silvers or reds, and I caught most of those in a dip net. That was a lot of fun. I would love to get out and do that again, but those trips are expensive and they require some time, so hopefully I can get out and do something like that. That stuff. I don't know why the Corvettes decided they were gonna like try to look like that. I think that's a Corvette, but yeah, that's what it was. I remember when I first saw one of those, I was like, what in the world is that thing? But this is one of our smaller airports I mentioned earlier. This is called Merrill Field. Most people don't even know this road goes all the way through and out the other side. So I figured I'd just take you guys on through here. Just cause that's a cool looking plane over there. Wow. So now a lot of the touristy traffic, they come in here too and they take charters to remote places in Alaska, you know, do their fishing and hunting trips. Mainly to get away from people, so they can get out to these remote locations on these small little planes and get out there and do stuff without the ever looking over your shoulder. So you can actually, hire somebody to fly you someplace remote, and then they'll set you up in a place where you can actually fish without a whole bunch of people around. That's so nice. Or if you're wanting to go on just a sporadic hunting trip. But those are the people they're spending a lot of money on their trips. The average Alaskan doesn't do it that way. We try to do things on a budget. We just go on our trips where pretty much everybody else is. And it gets frustrating for us at times, especially when we're just trying to fill the freezer. If you go dip netting, I think you can get some crazy amount of fish per person in the family per day. So you catch all your fish, but you also have to remember you're going to be a little bit a ways away from the house, so you got to haul all that fish back home. So whatever vehicle you take to go fishing needs to be able to hold all that weight of those fish coming home, plus all your gear, plus your camping gear. Yeah, it can be a pain in the butt. But I know a lot of people, they've gone fishing, they've caught so many fish, they were down there at the bank, just giving fish away because they couldn't pack them out. That's frustrating. As you can see here, this is an absolutely beautiful place to drive through, just a casual drive. It's totally safe to come through here. You just got to watch for small aircraft, stop at the stop signs. Everything is on camera. Everything through here is on camera. Because it's an airport. So there's nothing you can do on this property without being recorded. They got the tower up there. Those people can see what everybody's doing from up there with their binoculars. But yeah, it's fun to come down here sometimes and just check out, some of the new aircraft and what people are doing with some of the older aircraft. If you're into those type of things, I have thought about trying to get a job over here. Maybe help out with repairing some of these airplanes or stuff like that. That would be a fun job to have. Or even getting involved with some of the charters where they just take flights out and they deliver stuff out to the village. Got a helicopter getting ready to fly over. I don't know if that's going to be in the camera frame or not. Maybe not. Yeah, there it is. I don't know why they got that blocked off. They got the memorial blocked off. You can't even get in there now. Now, a lot of these places that we drove, I used to drive to these places just to play Pokemon Go with the family, the wife and the kids. Get out and just do something different for a change. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna head home. I gotta cook up some bacon today and see how that goes. So we're probably gonna kill this stream here. And let's see who else is there. We got GLR Grows in Alaska. All right, on. So I guess you're a grower in Alaska. Yeah, Alaska is a beautiful place. It's amazing here. Yeah, we're in Anchorage, just cruising around, having some fun. Trying to get out of the house while there's some sunshine. You remember how last winter was? It was just gray and just miserable. It was raining like almost the entire summer, it seemed like. And then whenever it was sunny and hot outside, I was working. So I wasn't able to get outside and do any filming. I wasn't, it was really hard to stay motivated last summer. Especially when I was fighting obesity, depression, anxiety. It was really hard. But now that I'm small enough that I can actually fit in a Jeep, I don't mind this as much. This is way more fun. That's the main reason I bought Jeep Wranglers, because they're fun to drive. They have that old almost like a vintage feel. There's not a whole lot going on in that direction. I'll flip you guys around there. But yeah, it's just a whole lot more fun to get in these little vehicles. It's kind of stick shift. I had a hard time driving this vehicle at first because my legs were just so screwed up. You know, I had severe edema, foot swelling, all kinds of issues. There's really not much to look at face forward. We are heading towards the mountains, so what part of Alaska are you in? I'm in Anchorage, Alaska. We're just taking a trip around town while I'm just enjoying the day for the most part, just trying to get out and not be stuck in the house for the entire day. Yesterday I didn't get out and I went for a bike ride for the first time in several years. I was so happy with myself. Not only that, is I wasn't like super out of breath. My heart wasn't pounded out of my chest, and you know, I've been doing the carnivore diet, so it's just been working, and it's been working in crazy ways. Because when I was eating all the other somewhat healthy ways before, I was having a hard time with my respiratory system. I couldn't hardly breathe. And it's just amazing how different just changing up your foods makes everything. Coming up on Costco. Denny's restaurants up here. Some homeless guys over here looking for stuff. Let's see, make some adjustments here. One of these does something. There we go. All right, let's go. Why? I'm hitting the button. The button right there. I'm hitting it. It's not doing anything. There we go. Let you guys see what the hell's going on here. So I can just drive the car. Guys, is whoever's left. I mean, there's only 6 people in the stream right now, so it's been pretty slow. I don't know who's left for my regular crew. They probably dipped out already. They got other stuff to do. But I'm probably gonna go home. I'm gonna start cooking some more bacon. Getting all my gear set up for tomorrow's video. You know, about my weight loss update and stuff like that. That's what I do here at this channel. I mainly talk about my weight loss, carnivore type topics, because that's the type of diet I'm doing right now, and it's just working for me. So I talk about what I'm doing. Sometimes I have benefits by doing certain eating strategies, doing different fasting strategies, and yeah, we just go from there. I just talk about stuff from my experiences. I'm not an expert at losing weight, although I have had some really good success with weight loss. Alright, well, we're gonna probably get in trouble. There we go. But okay, guys, I want to thank you all for whoever joined the stream today, and I don't know, I might go live again here in a little while if I get some more stuff that I care to talk about. But alright guys, I just want to say take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm going to fumble through these buttons here and get on out of here.